Welcome to week 3 of Makeover Mondays. We've prepped Juniper's room and we are getting ready to paint. We sanded and primed all of the woodwork in here, as well as patching the drywall you might have noticed in episode 1. Then we painted the walls a beautiful light coral color, with a trim paint still to be determined. Now that all the boring painting is finished, it's time for the fun stuff. I've decided to make a bold statement in here with a faux wallpaper stencil technique. Making your own custom stencils is so easy with a Cricut Maker. After drawing whatever design you want for your stencil, scan the drawings or just take a picture of it with a camera or a phone. You'll want to brighten the photo and probably increase the contrast, which I did by using the simple photo editing options on my phone. I uploaded my photos to the computer and opened my Cricut Design Space software. After beginning a new project, click the Upload button on the left of the screen. Click Upload Image and drag your image into the space just like this, or click Browse and select the picture file that you want to use. Because my drawing is a simple line drawing and not a complex image, I selected a simple image type. Then I clicked Continue. This image is really huge to start, so I zoomed out a bit to get a better view. The Select and Erase option will allow you to click on the fields of color in your image to erase them from the space. This is the area that will be cut away later. Simply click the areas and then they disappear. The checkered background area shows the parts that will be removed by cutting. If there are any extra areas that you want to remove, the Erase tool is helpful too. If you haven't cropped your image before uploading it, you'll want to do that now too. Click Continue after you've erased the portions of your image that you want to be cut out. Select the image on the right, which is the option for Saving as a Cut Image. Then, name your file and add any tags that will help you find it later. Click Save and add the new file to your Design Space library. Now, you can select the file that you've just created and insert the image to your canvas. Your image will probably be quite large in the canvas, so zoom out and resize your image. I measured my original drawing to make sure that the stencil is about the same size, making sure that it will also fit in the space of my stencil sheet. After sizing it appropriately, save your work. At this point, you can choose Make It from the top right corner of your screen, or you can come back to it later and cut it out using your Cricut machine. I'm going to use the Cricut app to cut out my stencil from my phone, which I've connected through Bluetooth to my Cricut Maker. I'm using a basic standard grip Cricut mat with a sticky surface to place my stencil material. Then, I opened the file on my phone from the Cricut Cloud and positioned it how I wanted on the mat according to the size of my stencil sheet. After clicking Make It, you'll select your material and pressure, then load your mat and click the Start button. If you're using a generic stencil sheet rather than Cricut branded vinyl stencil, your cut might not go all the way through your stencil material. In this case, you might want to try to hack it and play around with material options, selecting something thick like maybe even wood veneer. After the stencils are cut, release them from the machine. At this point, it can be helpful to number your stencils so that you can keep each of the pieces organized as you work. Now that my stencils have been created, I need to decide what colors to use for the flowers and for the centers of the flowers. Next week, I'll share the final product along with some tips and tricks for creating a faux wallpaper look in your own home. Hope to see you then!